There are many cities across the United States that are lucky to have so many sports teams. Boston and Chicago each have a handful of iconic franchises. New York and California own double-digit professional sports teams. But some teams in some areas don't make sense, and a lack of teams in other areas don't make sense either. I'm Justin Fraction, and today we take a look at 10 sports teams that have no business being where they are. Number 10, Brooklyn Nets. The Nets once played in New Jersey but relocated to play in Brooklyn. Needless to say, it hasn't worked out at all. The Nets are always near the bottom in NBA attendance. Aren't the New York Knicks enough for this state when it comes to basketball anyway? The Nets are never going to surpass the Knicks in NBA popularity, and they won't earn much attention with the Rangers, Yankees, and Giants dominating coverage. This Nets team should go to a place where people will actually love them, like Seattle or Vancouver. Number 9, Oakland Athletics. The Athletics franchise has played in Oakland since 1968. Nearly half a century later, it's time for a change. Since the 2006 season, they've been a bottom 5 team in attendance all but 2 years. It's clear baseball is no longer exciting there. They barely averaged over 18,000 fans per game in a stadium that holds nearly 56,000 for a baseball game. There have been rumors about this team relocating to San Jose. Given the dying interest of baseball in Oakland, anywhere including Mars would be a better location for this team. Number 8, Florida Panthers. When did it ever make sense to give Florida a hockey team? Isn't the Sunshine State known for hot weather and not ice? It makes no sense. It's like a doctor hating needles, or Justin Bieber winning the Nobel Peace Prize for storming off of stages. You get the point. The Panthers are so desperate for fans that they have free parking near the stadium if you get there on time. If you also attend a game that they win, you get free tickets to another one. Doesn't sound like this team draws enough interest to warrant a reason to stay there. Number 7, San Diego Chargers. It's not as if the Chargers lack a strong and passionate fan base, it's other factors. This team blacks out so many games because the organization isn't thrilled about the lack of sellouts. Qualcomm Stadium is a half-century old and isn't suitable by today's standards. The Chargers have a lot of fans, yes, but do you see what happens when Denver or Pittsburgh visit their stadium? The stands are filled with the away team's fans. San Diego would simply be better off in a market like Los Angeles or Las Vegas. They were so close to relocating for 2016, and it seems inevitable that it'll take place soon. Number 6, Sacramento Kings. Number 1, California has more than enough sports teams. Number 2, they have 4 basketball teams. Number 3, how will the Kings ever compete with the LA Clippers, LA Lakers, or Golden State Warriors? Never. The Kings haven't made the playoffs since 2006, don't have much of a following, and simply don't need a team. We can't see why they should be there over Seattle, where fans deserve to get their team back. We think Seattle could give this team a lot more love than they are currently receiving in Sacramento. Number 5, Miami Marlins. This was a giant facepalm by Marlins owner Jeffrey Loria. Beginning in the 2012 season, Loria renamed the Florida Marlins the Miami Marlins, and the team was given a fresh new stadium that cost $634 million, a lot of it in taxpayer money. Ever since the Marlins moved into their new park, they've ranked in the bottom 5 in MLB attendance all but 1 year. A new stadium which pissed off many fans, followed by no one really showing up to games. Yeah, we know they won't relocate. But the Marlins should have swam to another state that would appreciate this fish, or should we say mammal, a little more. Number 4, Carolina Hurricanes. Sure, they won the Stanley Cup in 2006, but it doesn't mean that fans in Carolina really care about hockey that much. Listen, hockey isn't a traditional sport in the southern states. Carolina can't bring fans to its games. There was no reason for them to steal the Hartford Whalers to begin with. Here's an idea. Move them back to Hartford or Seattle or Quebec City, where people actually love hockey. Number 3, Jacksonville Jaguars. Florida has so many sports teams as it is. Even the Miami Dolphins and Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are way more popular than the Jaguars, don't necessarily have a passionate fan base. The Jaguars have been an awful franchise for 10 years now. They don't attract star players, the fans don't care, and there's zero reason to have a third team in Florida. Toronto or London would appreciate the Jaguars more, or Las Vegas, or anyone. But really, can someone tell us if they actually are a Jaguars fan? We'd love to hear from a few of them, to see if they really exist. Number 2, Tampa Bay Rays. First off, you have a ridiculous indoor stadium that's not built for baseball. That stupid white roof causes players to lose sight of the ball and let it drop in front of their own eyes. Yippee! Second, this team couldn't even sell out home playoff games, having its own players call out the fans. Third, this team doesn't have baseball fans, period. Fourth, owner Stuart Sternberg has talked about the possibility of moving this team. The rumors have him going to Montreal. Again, maybe Mars could draw more fans than Tampa. And number 1, Arizona Coyotes. The Coyotes got a team in 1996 after the Winnipeg Jets were forced to relocate. Hockey in the desert never sounded smart, now it looks plain stupid. The NHL has been so bent on keeping this team where it's not flourishing. The Coyotes are dead last in attendance every year. Most games that draw heavy crowds usually involve the road teams. Over the years, this team has lost anywhere from $16 to $34 million in a given season. The Coyotes just don't have fans that want to follow them. Yet Seattle and Quebec City, much bigger hockey markets, don't get a hockey team. Ridiculous. Which sports team do you think should relocate? Join us in the comments below. If you like this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps out a ton and we appreciate it. This is your first time coming around to Total Pro Sports, though, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys next time.